What's up, you guys? All right, happy Friday. I look like a crazy person. Worked out. I've been talking to people all day. It's been amazing. So I'm super emotionally full, and I look really tired. So I just want to talk to you guys about. So obviously, did a video yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. About just opening up to a coach and focusing on the outcome and just doing that. And I really got to thinking, you guys, that so often, give me a hello when you jump on, but so often in life, what we need the most is for somebody, and I've been talking to my mentees and this has been coming up too, but for somebody to invite us to a different paradigm, right? For somebody to invite us to think a little bit differently, for somebody to invite us to say, but what if it's this? And what if it's that? And what if we got to look at this a different way? And what if what you think you want isn't actually what you think you want, right? And so we, Brandon had a couple different things happened at the gym today. So I had a new guy come in today, and we sat down and chatted, and the gym may or may not be, hi Meg, a good fit for him, and that's great. But we got to talking about acupuncture and breath work and just really cool things, and and it was an amazing conversation. And I really have realized that my goal in life is to, no matter who I'm talking to, give them something that could help them in the moment, right? Whether they're going to be a client of mine, not a client of mine, who cares? Somebody on the street. I was going to the airport last week, and you realize when you look around at the energy of people, and I'm all over the place, but this is going to make sense. I was in the security line, right? And everybody in the security line acts how? Crabby, grumpy, they're all, I don't want to be here, right? The poor TSA guys, I feel terrible for them because they're just all of a sudden the bad guy because they have to do that job, or they choose to do that job or whatever. And somebody had lost a flip-flop, right? So there's this random flip-flop, and somebody picked it up in front of me and put it in the bin, and the guy was like, oh, that was really nice. I would have left it there. And I was like, how does somebody make it through security and get to the other side and not realize they don't have their shoe? Maybe it was in their bag. I don't know. But anyway, and so I was talking to that guy, and I was just making jokes with him, and it was he's a real human, right? We're all humans. We all get to just have that interaction if we choose to take off our masks and take off the bullshit and smile at somebody, right? That's the thing. And so I was talking to that guy, and I talk to everybody in TSA now, and I'm just how can I make somebody smile, right? Because the world walks around just not in that place. And so I've realized that with everything that I do is being on here, being in real life, it's just we all probably need something, myself included. And that smile from a stranger, that one thing, that question they asked you, that whatever can totally change everything. And so, I had the conversation with a guy that came into the gym today, and it was super cool. And we were talking about sensation association of if you're feeling anxiety, if you can bring love into that too, that could shift everything. And he was like, oh, that's really cool. Maybe I'll try that. And then I opened up 2 spots for one-on-one coaching. So just an FYI, I filled one of them today. So there's one left. So if you want to do one-on-one coaching, this is your invitation to drop me a line, right? And so that was another interesting thing of as a coach, I just feel people should know, hey, of course, I'm always here to help you, but that's not always true. So this is my invitation to you that if you've been thinking about doing one of my programs, working with me, this is your invitation. I have one spot because I take my one-to-ones really, really, really seriously. So the gal that signed up, we've worked together before. She was in my beta program. So we had this amazing 2-hour conversation about life and growth and all this stuff. And it's when you really just lean into it, we're all just here to help each other, right? We're all here to help each other up level. We're all here to guide each other into the better part of where we want to be. We're all here to do more than just show up and just be, right? What can you do to improve somebody's life? So Brandon had a meeting today with a gal that's interested in the gym. And so she came in and, her thought was I want to lose weight, right? Which is for most of us, right? I thought that my whole life, right? If my body changed, then somehow I would be happy, right? So she came in and she was, kind of having this conversation of she wanted to lose weight. And we're at that point now where we just can't do surface level stuff. So if you guys know us, we're a facade of a gym, but we're actually just once we get you in the back room, we're so what's actually going on? And so he started having this conversation with her. Well, why do you want to get to that weight? What's going to happen when you get there? You're probably looking for a feeling, but he's asking her questions to get her to this answer. But it's maybe you're looking for a feeling, but that feeling's not going to come from weight loss, right? You could create that feeling right now. And that's our goal in life, is to teach people is you can change your state at any time. So we started having these conversations with her, and she was and he said in the beginning, she was kind of closed off, and because you come into a gym and you just think somebody's going to try to sell you, right? Because that's what's always happened in the past for most people, is they get sold oh, you want to lose 25 pounds. It's going to take this long. It's going to be a $6,000 personal training program, whatever. Right. And that's not our jam, right? And can we help people with weight loss? Absolutely. But that's not the thing really, right? Like we've seen that too much in the last year. And if you followed us, like it has shifted. Like we did a lot of weight loss and people got really good results, but it didn't change the way they felt, right? And so so he was like talking to her about stuff and she stops and she goes, I feel like, and they weren't working out, they were just talking, but she goes, I feel like I'm working out with a therapist. And I was like, that's awesome. Like, that's exactly what we want, right? And so they had this amazing conversation. When she left, she was like, well, that's not at all what I was expecting, right? And she may or may not join our gym, and that doesn't actually matter because Brandon was able to like ask her some questions and give her a different way to look at things. And that's really the thing in life, you guys, is that we think that what we see is real, and we think that the scenario we're in is real, and we think all that is real, and it's not, right? Like it's a matter of taking off the blinders. And I keep saying this, like I walked in this tunnel my whole life of this is what I thought was going to make me happy, and this is what I thought I needed, and this was whatever. And as soon as you start to take those blinders off, you're like, wow, this is crazy. And what I thought to be real and what I thought to be true actually wasn't true. And so it's like, what do we get to do to raise each other's vibration? What do we get to do to raise our own vibration? Like, what do we get to do to show up in our best version of ourselves, help uplift each other, help, just help each other get better and happier and healthier and all of those things. So I just want you guys to really think about that. Like, I don't care what you do for a living. Like you encounter people. And so what can you do every day that makes somebody feel a little bit better? What can you do every day that makes somebody question the way they look at things, right? And not that the way they look at it is wrong, but like for all of us, I mean, that's why we have coaches, right? Hey, love. Oh, you had dreams last night. I love that. Like what can you do to inspire somebody else? And what question can you ask when you're like, yeah, but what if it was this, right? Like that's why we have coaches, because we all get stuck in our like story and our thing. And we're like, gosh, this is the thing. I need to have this. And they're like, is that really what you want? Is that actually what you need? And is what you're telling yourself your current reality? Or can that shift on a dime, right? Can that turn right here? You decide, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to shift. That's our program, right? This is your invitation to shift. That one little thing, shift 1 degree, shift 2 degrees, shift a little bit, like shift your nutrition, shift your focus, shift your morning routine, like, and then everything starts to change and you guys get to open up and you get to have this amazing just feeling and you get to connect. And that's the other thing that I think is so, so important. And I've had this conversation with a lot of people in the last few days of just like, we live in a world where we connect like this, right? We connect via the phones or the computer, and that's great. It's better than nothing. But like what happened when we didn't have Facebook? We had to have real conversations. And I love Facebook for the fact that I can have conversations with all of you guys and I don't get to see you in real life. But like we're missing that connection, that need for actual human connection and actual like growth together. So like where are your people? And if you don't have them, like go find some people, find a group, find a gym, find somewhere where you can have true connection with people, because that is what like will inspire you and will light you up and will just bring you to that next level of like energy and joy and growth. So that's really all I had to say today. Just an invitation for you to like step into your life in a little bit different way, right? It doesn't have to be this jump off a cliff, but like shift something in your life today, shift something in somebody else's life that's going to make their life feel better, because I can guarantee it will inspire you and it will start to shift all of the things that you do in your life. So I am going to go do a little more work for the night, and then I'm going to try to clock out for the weekend. It's our 7-year anniversary this weekend, and all I really want to do is nothing. So that's sort of sad to say, but I have not really had any downtime since like last Tuesday. And it's been amazing and miraculous and all the stuff to process, but I'm going to take some time off. We're going to celebrate. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend planned. I get to coach some little kids soccer, which makes my heart happy because it's just fun to watch them. So, if you guys need something, this is my invitation to you. If you're like, I watch your things and I wonder, and maybe you could help me, and maybe you couldn't, and maybe there's more, but I don't know, and I'm a little bit scared, and whatever. Just reach out to me, right? I am always here. Hello, Kelly. Like, I'm always here to help, to guide you, to support you, like, in or outside of a coaching relationship. Like, this is my invitation for you to step into that and for you to ask for help, because that's also hard. So if you have a question, if you need some help, if you need some support, just reach out. Brandon and I are both here. If it's more comfortable to talk to him, that's cool too. But this is my invitation just to see where you can shift your life and to see where you can bring some other people some joy. So I love you all. I hope you have an awesome Friday and a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.